The Duchess, who takes yoga and Pilates herself at the age of 70 and has this year focused her campaign work to champion the elderly, said it is very important as you get older to exercise and stretch. Credit, YUI Moth Pool, Getty Images. It is usually considered the preserve of lithe young things in lycra. But older people who value their health should also consider limbering up for a spot of yoga, according to the Duchess of Cornwall. The Duchess, who takes yoga and Pilates herself at the age of 70 and has this year focused her campaign work to champion the elderly, said it is very important as you get older to exercise and stretch. Visiting a yoga class with participants in their 80s during the royal visit to Singapore, the Duchess spoke of her own love of the exercise, which she said keeps participants supple and less stiff as they age. In an event aimed at highlighting active aging, the Duchess spoke of the importance of sport and good tea, saying, "Healthy aging, that's what we all need." The Duchess is currently on tour with the Prince of Wales in Singapore. They are pictured at the National Orchid Garden. Credit, Arthur Edwards. Pool, Getty Images. As she celebrated her 70th birthday this year, the Duchess vowed to become an advocate for active aging, taking on a new patronage of Silverline, a charity helpline for lonely older people, and helped to launch the Royal Voluntary Services Our Amazing People campaign. Her visit to Singapore today saw her embrace the campaign further, spending the morning at Tiong Bahru's Community Center with elderly people undertaking a variety of classes which matched her own interests. Observing a challenging yoga session run by instructor Lim B. Ling, the Duchess remarked, "It's very good for you yoga, isn't it? I do a bit of yoga. A bit of yoga and a bit of Pilates. It's very good for you as you get older. It makes you less stiff, good for your muscles. It makes you much more supple. I think it's very important as you get older to take exercise and stretch." The Prince and Duchess meet visitors during a visit to the gardens. Credit, YUI Moth Pool, Getty Images. Admitting she was sad she was unable to join in the class, she discussed the importance of deep breathing and keeping yoga devotees relaxed and asked technical questions about bricks and tennis balls used during the lesson. Noticing the small group were holding their pose during the conversation for up to 5 minutes at a time, she added admiringly, "They very good, aren't they? They must be exhausted. I'm not sure I'd survive a yoga class here. It's easier lying on the floor." The Duchess also visited a range of other classes aimed at active aging, including Japanese flower arranging, painting and cookery. A keen flower arranger herself, she praised the work of older women and men as the perfected a display of orchids in a bowl. She spent time with elderly laws who are sewing toy bears and quilts, telling them, "I'm very impressed." At a cookery classes hosted by Chef Jolin Wang and aimed at tackling diabetes, the Duchess assisted in making papaya, a healthy Asian spring roll which is not fried. Discussing the good fat of avocados, the Duchess hailed eating in the most healthy way as essential. "Healthy aging, that's what we all need," she said. The Duchess also attended a cooking demonstration during her visit to the Tiong Bahru Community Center. Credit, Chris Jackson, PAY. The Duchess drew praise from an art teacher when she tried her hand at painting, gamely picking up a brush despite a nonce and the world's media. Under the watchful eye of Ang Changcha, who was leading the class, the Duchess sketched out an animal with a brush and black ink, modestly explaining, "This is a horse, I'm very happy to say." The artist said afterwards, "She was a very good painter, it looks like she may have had lessons. We're going to frame this and put it on display." The Prince of Wales and the Duchess are on a 10-day tour of Southeast Asia and India. Their second full day in Singapore saw the royal couple meet hordes of admirers in the nearby covered market of Tiong Bahru, where they surprised morning shoppers buying fruit and vegetables, fish and household goods. Greeted by loud drumming and an energetic performance of the Shang Dragon and Lion Dance Troupe, they browsed the market stalls amid a sea of camera phones held up by local residents trying to capture the moment. At the National Orchid Garden, they were greeted by a sign reading, "Welcome to Singapore. Have a nice day." Walking in the shade of an arch of flowers, they later had an purple orchid named in their honor, Dendrobium Duke and Duchess of Cornwall.